Let's talk about broody hens today. This is one of my hens, and she has been sitting in a nest box. She is confirmed broody. Hear that little scream, and she is flattened out like a pancake. So I know this hen, and I know she tends to go broody. So we're going to talk about what to do if you want to hatch chicks with a broody hen. Some hens make great moms, some hens don't. So you need to be prepared beforehand to know that it can sometimes be very heartbreaking. But I'm going to let you know how we do this here. And we have some great broody hens. So we've had a lot of successful chick hatches with our broody hens. And it makes things very easy when you do that. So here's our broody hen. She's in the nest box. These are my main hen nest boxes for my egg layers. And this is not where I'm going to want her to hatch her chicks. But what I like to do is to get her attached to some eggs. I find that my hens will move easier if they've got some eggs that they're attached to. The eggs kind of get them to stay where they're supposed to be. So what I do is I'll get a couple eggs that aren't something I'm going to let them hatch. Always start with golf balls or some eggs that you don't necessarily care about in case the hen refuses to move or she ends up not being broody. You don't want to waste your really valuable, expensive eggs on that. So these are my two little eggs. I mark them. You can put a check mark. You can do whatever you want. I just think it's cute. I put smiley faces on them. So what I'm going to do with her is I'm going to give her these two little smiley faced eggs, which she is probably going to like. And what she'll end up doing, let's see if we can get her to do it, is she should tuck those two little eggs right under her. She's not going to do it, but they often will tuck those little eggs under them. And then, and I'll put those eggs under her. And I will let her sit on those eggs for a whole day, maybe two. And the reason for the marking is when the other hens lay in that nest box, I can remove the eggs that aren't marked. I know that those are not the eggs I want her to sit on, so I don't have to worry about them developing. This also keeps any staggered hatches. Sometimes if you just let a hen go, hens keep laying eggs in, and then you've got hen or chicks hatching for days apart, and it usually doesn't work out well. So I've got these two marked eggs. I'm going to let her sit on those for a day or two. And then what I'm going to do when she really likes those eggs is under the cover of darkness, when it's pitch black and the lights are out in here, I am going to take her and those eggs together, and I'm going to move them out to one of my little broody coops that I use in the middle of the night. I often use some kind of a box, and I'll move them together in that and let her sit out there. I make sure that she stays on the nest, but usually this works for me really well. I've had a few hens that will not move, but if you can get that hen to move like that with those eggs and she'll still sit there, that's when I will think about, and maybe another day, giving her the eggs that I'm wanting her to sit on, the valuable eggs. And then once the eggs are all warm and she can't tell the difference, I will remove those little smiley face marked eggs. So happy hatching to you. I hope this helps you with your broody hens. Thanks for watching.